How are you doing today? I'm Andressa, your online teacher for Shake It Up. Today's lesson is weather and the season. Let's have a talk about different types of weather and the 4 seasons of the year. Are you ready? So let's start. In bad weather. If so, what did you do? Sometimes we go out and suddenly the weather changes and starts raining, or even starts a storm. Then tell me, have you ever been caught in bad weather? If so, what did you do? Let me give you some examples. Yes, I had to drive home in a terrible storm once. So I stopped and waited for 20 minutes until it got better. Yes, a poor rain caught me once, and I had to wait in a restaurant until it goes away. What about you? Have you ever been caught in a bad weather? Do you have many natural disasters in your country which are caused by the weather? A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural process of the earth, like earthquakes, storms, and hurricanes. A natural disaster can cause loss of life or damage property, and typically leaves some economic damage in its wake. So, do you have many disasters in your country which are caused by the weather? Here are some examples. Yes, because I live in the USA, which is one of the most at risk for natural disasters country. Yes, I live in Tokyo, Japan, the city with the most earthquakes in the world. What about your country? Do you have many disasters in your country which are caused by the weather? Do you like snow? Snow is most common in high altitudes and high latitudes, particularly among the mountainous regions of the northern and southern hemispheres. Annually, snow covers as much as 46 million square kilometers, particularly over North America, Greenland, Europe, and Russia. But do you like snow? Let me give you some examples. Yes, I like snow because it's beautiful and fun. Yes, I like snow because I can snowboard and ski with my friends. What about you? Do you like snow? How does the weather affect your attitude? Everyone feels a little happier when the sun shines brightly over the city. And everyone feels a little bit down when you have to cycle through heavy rain. But tell me, how does the weather affect your attitude? Let me show you some examples. I feel more tired and irritated when the weather is humid. I feel more happy and excited when it's sunny. I feel lonely and depressed when it's raining. And you? How does the weather affect your attitude? Have you ever been caught by a typhoon? A typhoon is a giant rotating storm that brings wind, rain, and destruction. Hurricanes and typhoons are both kinds of tropical cyclones. So if you see one coming, watch out! Now tell me, have you ever been caught by a typhoon? You can answer this question saying, yes, I have. 2 times while I was traveling, but nothing serious happened. Yes, I have. 1 time nearly my home, but we stayed safe. Or, no, I have never. What about you? Have you ever been caught by a typhoon? What month gets the most rain around your country? Rainy seasons are caused by a movement of the air from a high pressure zone to a low pressure zone, caused by the uneven heating of the earth by the sun. This change in the direction of a prevailing wind results in a region's rainy season or dry season. So, what month gets the most rain around your country? Here are some examples. I live in Korea, and the most rainy months are from late June to mid-July. I live in Canada, and the most rainy months are from March to June. I live in Thailand, and the most rainy months are June and October. What about you? What months get the most rain around your country? Do you get tornadoes where you're from? Tornadoes can appear from any direction. Most move from southwest to northeast or west to east. Then, do you get tornadoes where you're from? Here are some examples. Yes, I'm from the USA and it's very common to have tornadoes here. Or, yes, I'm from Bangladesh and we suffer from a couple tornadoes annually. Now tell me about your country. Do you get tornadoes where you're from? Why is it important to know future weather conditions in advance? Climatology is the study of climate and how it changes over time. This science helps people understand better the atmospheric conditions that cause weather patterns and temperature changes over time. But why is it important to know future weather conditions in advance? Here are some examples. Climatology and weather forecasting is important since it helps determine future climate expectations. Weather warnings are important forecasts because they are used to protect life and property. Your turn. Why is it important to know future weather conditions in advance? What crops are produced in which seasons in your country? Crop is the term used to describe a plant that is grown in a field on a large scale. For example, cereal crops, pulses crops, and fruit crops. So tell me, what crops are produced in which seasons in your country? Let me share with you some examples. In hot seasons, we produce crops of cotton, which is very famous in Egypt. In rainy season, we produce rice, which is the most famous crop in my country. In winter season, we produce wheat in India. So tell me about your country. What crops are produced in which seasons in your country? This is the end of this video lesson. It is always interesting talking about the weather and its conditions. Thank you so much for watching this video and learning with Mango Eye. My name is Andressa and I'll see you on our next lesson. Thank you. Bye.
Shake it up.